Minor technical difficulties. Unplugging that mic there. I just want to say this is my night off from my girlfriend and baby, so I am looking to score as many drugs as possible out there if anyone is carrying. Guys out there, I got some relationship advice for you if you're looking to make it fresh. I just did this myself. Save up for a week or two and then just drop a really big load on your girlfriend. And that's a laundry joke. But I'm not up here to talk about my shortcomings. No one wants to hear about how I masturbate too much and can't get any velocity behind anything. But hey, tonight, if you're gonna stereotype me, you gonna stereotype old Alex? If you're gonna stereotype me, I hope you consider me a pioneer, cause nobody knows what a Sony or Bose is, huh? All right, okay. Now, I think I'm a bit messed up for my dad. Maybe we all are. He was in Vietnam. He was a plumber, so he's seen some shit, man. But he always was telling me, treat the women you're with like gold. And that's why they're all buried in my backyard. No, but every morning he'd come into my room, he'd be like, this is a routine you need to have. You'd be like, son of mine, it's time to rise and shine. And, that's a nice tradition. Like the literal sun, I would rise and shine. I think much to his disappointment, though, every night I would rest and polish one off. But all that Vietnam talk, I'm going to lay some a little bit of fact on you here. I don't know if anyone else knows about false flags, but we went into the Vietnam War because the Gulf of Tonkin was a fraudulent event. It was fabricated by a guy named Admiral Morrison. And this guy, Admiral Morrison, made up that he was being attacked. And the crazy thing about all that is he is the father of Jim Morrison. And so when I learned that, it's like, here's the guy who caused countless civilian deaths, a war that killed so many people, cost so much money, and at the end of the day, he's still the Morrison that I like better. Because the Doors suck, am I right? Am I right? Yeah. So I'm really into small-breasted women, in that I like them smaller than I am, and that they need to have breasts. Women like that are the apple of my eye. I like to pick them out like apples. I like to cut them up into pieces, and then eat them. It's the truth. Anyone else out there jerk their way off of internet porn? They just seen too much. They had to say, no way, this is no longer for me. I got into something called Siamese catting. I don't know if anyone knows what that is. But it's after a traditional Japanese bukkake session where the chick is covered in white. You get guys to just bam, bam, give her two black eyes. So she's crawling around in white and black, just going, oh, meow, oh, meow. And, that's why I don't jerk off to Siamese cats anymore. Oh, but, I think about women, and I think about a lot of women identify as birds, and you'll see women who are like, oh my God, oh, I'm a swan, oh, I'm so beautiful. But if you ever see a swan, you should know she's a territorial bitch. And if you ever see a dove, she'll probably never give your piece a chance. And if you ever see a black chick, she's probably going to be a robin. And what I really want out of all the birds is to find a chick who would identify as a woodpecker. Like, am I right? A girl who's just gonna smash her face into something hard till she gets the goods, just like, oh my God, not in my hair. It's like, oh girl, why didn't you tell me you were a swallow too? As a young kid, I wanted to be a cosmetologist. And then I was like, wait, hold on. An astronaut. No, that's the outer space thing. A cosmetologist. Like, stars are on my face? What is that? But someday, I do hope we find life on other planets, because I fucking love that cereal. And I think about, what are aliens going to do when they touch down here on Earth? Are they going to get out and do an end zone dance? I don't know. So if any of you guys are like me, you've stolen some street signs or signs in general and used them as like decoration. In college, I used to have a yield sign in my bedroom, and that's not because I was a Pearl Jam fan. Like, no, that's not the reason. It's because, women see that, maybe they want to yield, submit, give in, slow down, etc., etc. But I think about like the hidden driveway sign. You guys all seen that? You think there's one of those inside the Batcave? Who knows? I see that watch kids sign. And I'm almost certain that a pedophile has stolen one of those, keeps it as a trophy down in his sex dungeon. But, he probably has better trophies than that, right? Some nice hair, panties, who knows? Okay. La vie, la vie, la vie, la vie, la vie, la vie, hey, la vie, hey, la vie. No one cares about me singing La Vie. I don't know, my girlfriend told me, hey, if it doesn't work out, just get up there and sing La Vie or say La Vie. I don't know, whatever the fuck she was saying. I'm going to have to go home and hit her. Yeah, so like I was saying, I left my family to be here tonight. And maybe you guys will understand why I'm thinking about not going back. But, everyone knows those expressions. The early bird gets the worm. The second mouse gets the cheese. I only wish I knew that the late girlfriend got the kick down the stairs. Having a kid, though, it is pretty great. Anytime you don't really want to have to do anything, they're the ultimate get-out-of-jail-free card. It's just that now my life is, I'm entirely in prison. I'm not sure if it's a good trade-off. But, I don't know if any other parents out there, now that I'm a parent, everyone always tells me, it goes by quick. It goes by so quick now that you're a father. And I'm like, thank God, because I want to die. Okay. Recently it was just my birthday, and my birthday wish was, please, God, not another kid. And when she went through with the abortion, I was so happy. My God, I cried. Yeah! Woo! Oh, it just seems like things are going in reverse for me. I got the baby in the baby carriage. This girlfriend wants to get married. I'm like, does love come next? Do I get to the tree, K-I-S-S-I-N-G, soon? Because it sounds so hot, that tree, K-I-S-S-I-N-G. But, I'm not, I am sentimental, guys. I am sentimental. I think about who cried more, my baby when it was coming out, or my wife when I was putting it in. And it just brings me to tears every time. So, I used to have like a folk hero, and of course it was Johnny Appleseed. Just go around everywhere, just planting his seed, right? Everywhere he went, planting his seed. Come on, any guy better than that? No guy better than Johnny Appleseed. But now that I'm a dad, I want to be John Henry. I want to be the John Henry of breast pumps. Just till my heart pops. This applies to everyone, but I looked it up as a father for, kid reasons. Is there a cure to hiccups? Is there a cure to hiccups? Yes, there is. I found this out on goodparenting.com. The answer is anal stimulation, and I no longer trust that source. So, one of the things you can do as a parent is you can co-sleep with your kid. All of you get into bed together, you sleep, that's what we do. It's very good for the kids. But the worst way to roll out of the bed in the morning is right after your kid has rollen out of the bed. It's like, it's too early. Hit its snooze button. It's not ready yet. It's not time. So, a big responsibility that you have as a parent is to name your kid. It's true. It's what you do. You name your person. It sets them up for the rest of their life. Now, I spend a lot of time thinking about awesome names. And when I told my wife one of the names that I wanted to have, she's like, no way, that's a comic book character. And I was like, what fucking comic book is Batgirl in? So I put diapers on my kid because she has shitty diapers all the time. And you couldn't believe how much a little person could scream and just kick around. And she's so tiny, but you gotta hold her down. And you gotta nudge her and hold her down. And it's like changing diapers now makes me understand police brutality. It's like, stop resisting! Stop resisting! Bam, 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 bam! Okay, all right. At least I get to go home to my family. I'm always trying to figure out, ways to be a dad better. And I look at people who are a little bit older, and I try to emulate what they're doing. And in this case, I found out that people who are mentally retarded, who are just mentally a few years older than my daughter, usually get fed in squeeze tubes. So I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. My daughter's only 8 months old, so I'll just give her a squeeze tube. And it'll be super easy, no cleanup. And then I can continue to look into mentally retarded people and what you feed them. And this is crazy. This is true. Mentally retarded people, a lot of their inflammation or a lot of their retardation issues come from inflammation of the gut. Inflammation, we're all aware of it, right? It's not good for you. So what can you do to actually cure mental retardation for some people? Is you feed them a better diet that's not so inflammation and bad for them. And you can actually cure mental retardation for people for feeding them better foods. Now, what does that mean? That means that if you wanted to be the Patch Adams of mentally retarded people, you could just feed them food that is low or that doesn't cause inflammation for them. Now, what is that? Probiotics. Okay, follow along. What's the best source of probiotics? It's not kombucha. It's not yogurt. It's feces. That's right. Feces are the best source of probiotics. So how can you cure mental retardation? You feed them shit. You feed them good shit. You start your own little health clinic where you're feeding retards shit, and you're a hero. You are a hero. You're making them average intelligence, and they're gonna have huge dicks and super strength. It's like being retarded is gonna be the new black. Ay, Dios mia, ay, Dios mia. Okay, so my daughter is so adorable. Oh my God, she's adorable. The other day, she came up to me and she's like, Daddy, can you explain 9/11? And I was like, oh, honey. I was like, well, first, it was an inside job. You can't trust the official story. But beyond that, is there a connection to Israelis, to Saudi Arabia? Were they using direct energy weapons? I don't know, but it seems probable. And she was like, no, can you explain 9/11 in that's no, deplane or unplane 9/11? No, sweetie, I haven't explained thermodynamics to you yet. But you can't take the plane out of the towers at this point. Oh boy. I just want to let you guys know that my girlfriend, we got back together, recently enough to have this kid, but we dated a long time ago before that. And when we got back together, she saw me, I brought her back to my place, and she found an old pair of boxers of mine. And she was so disgusted, and I think, guys, you'll understand, how materialistic of her, how shallow. Why would I get rid of an old pair of boxers like that? Am I just going to throw out my lucky cum rag? No, I'm not. So, I'm going to sing a little song that, I sang to my daughter. You sing to your kids all the time. It just sort of happens. If you're a good parent, yada yada, you'll sing to them. It keeps them entertained. But it's really difficult to sing and be spontaneous, rhyming off the top of your head. It's like doing cocaine. You don't want to get a few lines in and then just have to stop. So here's a song I sang to my daughter while changing her diaper. It goes, "Oh, my darling little sweetie, well, your diaper's full of a lot of pee. Maybe you also added a bunch of duty, like a yellow and brown disgusting Arnold Palmer iced tea. Now I'm gonna exterminate this like it's humanity in World War III, which will be a battle between Islam and Christianity. But never forget that the real enemy is world Jewry. They're enslaving us in debt through usury. And that's where they make money on interest without parity. To see they're the problem, you don't need a degree. I wish they'd just chill and smoke some tree. And my little sweetie, oh, stop resisting! Stop resisting! Well, I'm just going to leave. I'm going to go. But before I go, I'm going to go. Okay, I'm out of here. But I just want to say, I'm going home to my girlfriend, and it's the favorite part of my night where I get to rest my head on her breast. I'm going to get an abortion tonight. Or at least I'm starting the plans for getting that abortion tonight. But I'm going to know, before that or after that, I'm going to go home and I'm going to rest my head on her breast. And I'm going to think, this moment is perfect as I listen to her heartbeat. This moment is perfect. I have my head on her breast, and the only way this could be any better is that if my sense of hearing was in my mouth. Okay, rock and roll.
Everybody give it up for Alex, man.
Alex! Done deal.
Coming to the stage next to Believe, according to this list, we have Hannah.
Woo!
Give her, come on.